And I think we have sound now. It looks like, yep.
Have we all got sound?
Well, the soundboard says you all have sound.
Does John say we all have sound? John, do we all have sound?
Audio's a go! Thank you, Typhonius!
Everyone else can hear you, apparently. Just I can't seem to.
Well, that's exciting.
Okay. Typhonius, can you also hear John? Yes, you all have sound. Thank you, friend! Hi, chat! Thanks for watching us live, so we have people to help us sound check. This is Magic Fish Radio, and my computer just decided, or rather OBS just suddenly decided I didn't have headphones or a mic. Which must mean it's Tuesday! Magic Fish Radio, this is Campaigns in Disguise, where we start playing one game and then John suddenly decides it's another game.
Nope, one game. Just the one.
Except for in V5 when we were suddenly playing Call of Cthulhu, and then in G.I. Joe when we were suddenly playing Transformers. But today we are doing, this is the final episode of Devs in IsekaiLand. Yeah, someday I'll say it right, not today. We're basically playing out the events of AFK. Our devs are stranded in the MMO that we... Oh, except that we're the devs. So we're stranded in our own MMO. And we know exactly who wrote what shitty political situation for orphan children. OBS has been cracking for the last 9 days. Yeah, OBS. Suddenly it just decided you don't have a mic. Anyway, please join our Discord where you don't have to rely on the audio because I type things. And you don't have to rely on me pronouncing things correctly because I type things and spell check things. And we don't have any mods. So yeah, if you've been following us on Twitter and Discord, I'm having some real life trouble. My work from home the remote work option for my job ends on October 1st. And if I can't find another job by then, things might start shutting down at Magic Fish Radio because my immune system can no longer deal with that job. And there's still a plague going on top of it. So, so if you want to know what's going on with the channel, please join the Discord because that's where I'll be updating / whining about things. It would be helpful, and, you know, we basically have no moderator except me tonight, so we are open for recruiting new mods. We are looking for someone to potentially run the OBS on Tuesday nights. I cannot guarantee it will work perfectly every time, because it doesn't for me. Where is the mod squad for this channel? Their real life day jobs all stole them away from us, so we have no mods. One of them I just made a mod, and suddenly her work schedule changed, and nope, no mods. So, 2 years, it's been an uphill battle with this channel for weird reasons. But tonight we are here for anime escapism. And we almost started on time, so that's nice. Mostly because I refused to let myself do any job searching today because I've applied to 130 jobs in the last couple months and I need a break. Anyway, I've run out of things to say except join the Discord. Again. Please signal boost us to your friends. We are tentatively open for new players. This is the finale of tonight, and then we'll have 6 games of Star Wars, The Forgotten War. Which is set... When is it set, John? It's Old Republic?
This will be set during the Old Republic, thousands of years prior to the events of episodes 1, 2, and 3, during the Great Wars between the Republic and the Sith Empire. So yes, Force users running about all willy-nilly, lightsabers of all colors, shapes, and sizes. Whee! It's going to be a hoot, I hope.
And I'm the galaxy's tallest Tanel from a circus. It's gonna be fun. So the MMO time period.
Yeah.
I guess we have a type.
Yeah.
We have more short chronicles tentatively scheduled for after that, but again, if we can't either work out me having a better job or finding a backup channel producer for Tuesday nights, those might not happen. So I feel weird recruiting people for those games until we have a better idea of what's happening here. But John has offered to do what I do on Saturday nights and run the OBS, the chat, and the game at the same time. So we'll see how that goes.
Just have to be taught how, because I don't use a lot of this stuff.
Okay,
Sure.
that's fair. But again, yeah.
That first Tuesday, I might need a little hand-holding.
Especially when your mixer just suddenly stops recognizing all of your devices. Like mine did right now. That never stops! Okay. So with that, any more announcements? So yeah, just follow our Discord to see how this is going. Hopefully I don't have to work on Saturdays again, and I can keep running my game on Saturday, but I do not know how many spoons I will have for that. So we'll see what happens to Exit to Eden. Things are a bit in flux. I don't like it, but I'd rather be upfront with our audience rather than just, like, shut down the channel suddenly with no notice one day in October. Also, you know, if you want to ask me what jobs I'm looking for, join our Discord and ask me, because I could use some help. I didn't think my resume sucked, but apparently everyone else does. Or rather, I don't, because people who reject you or ghost you for job interviews don't give, criticism. There we go. Alright, so with that, I am done complaining. Over to you, John! What are we doing now? Because we've also lost Dracus. For a very long time, at least.
Yes.
Good news is they got a job, so that's nice. And it sounds like they're excited about it, but it means we might not see them on Tuesdays ever again.
Now we all get to play a fun game when stuff starts releasing on Hulu to try and find their name in the credits. What are they working on? I don't know yet. They signed an NDA. Can't tell us.
It's exciting!
We'll find out. It'll be fun.
They haven't complained about the NDA, so I'm assuming it's fun.
Right. So, when last we left off, our band of reality-displaced adventurers, they had gone under misleading pretenses to clear out a den of manticore, only to discover that the residents of the village had been consumed and replaced by an Elder Oblex. One of the 5th edition monsters that I absolutely adore the real-world story behind their creation of, and have previously used to scar one of my regular Sunday players. Say hi, Chris.
Twice. We fell for the inn is really an Ublex twice. Fucking Shadowfell. Now, this is why when we sleep in inns, we set watches now. Even when we're asleep in an inn. Just, we can't. We can't.
Joke's on you, I don't sleep in inns.
Yeah.
But yes, after having one-sidedly beaten down that shit, you all went to a hidden cache that normally requires this whole quest line. You find a note over here, you have to decode it. Thankfully, one of you designed that, so you remembered the code to get in. And you all wound up strolling away with tons of magic items and oodles of loot, and you're pretty sure you're just gonna make it into the Adventurers Guild now. Our story resumes now that you all have ridden back on Descartes, the mind-slaved mimic.
Another thing we borrowed from John's Sunday game.
I mean, this
that
could
one
very
was
well be an origin story.
Although that one was a surprise. This is what we did to this one. Descartes version 1.0 was a surprise, an unfortunate surprise for all of us. 2.0, we built him.
You all like Descartes.
Until he turned out to be
Possessed
by the worm.
Yeah, he got possessed and you had no choice but to kill him. we're just gonna skip the whole spent a couple of days traveling back, and you are returning at last. The cart's creaking its way inside. You bring yourselves over to the Adventurers Guild. Your more veteran associates have spent the whole trip like, this is more money than I've ever seen at any one time anywhere. This is more magic items than I've ever seen in any single person's possession. The cart is alive.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do. You put all the loot on the Discord and I didn't pick any of it up. And Beach Ball can't because he's a beach ball.
Well,
Shoot.
scroll through now while I'm getting the rest of this stuff squared away, and then we can worry about it later.
Where did you put it? Is it?
I put it in the chat. I don't.
Did you
I
put
believe
it?
it's Tuesday night streaming.
Oh, okay, not the resources one where we're not talking about Star Wars for 5 days. Okay, so I have to scroll up a while.
I legitimately don't remember.
Thanks. Doop-a-doo.
No, it looks like I put them into stream plan by force of habit.
Yep.
It's fair. It happens.
Terribly sorry.
Just
I looked
maybe-
at it and I was like, nope, none of these are mine.
Rod of Security, Staff of Fire.
So yes, what's up?
Oh, that's funny, because I already took some resistance to fire damage. Why do I need a sword of sharpness when I have my sword chucks?
They were an item picked at random for the loot stash. Because I needed to populate the stash with something.
Okay.
So yes, Descartes winds up rolling his way in. Your veteran guides both climb their way off, still possessing that 1,000-yard stare as they go. We're just gonna go inside and.
Oh yeah. So how does this work? So does the Adventurers Guild get a cut of this, or what? Like, how does that work?
If it had been something related to.
I'm asking in character.
If it had been something related to the contract, yes. As far as I can tell, this wasn't. Unless you're telling me that ooze monster had this locked in a basement somewhere.
Nope.
Give us each a fair cut and the guild doesn't have to know about it?
Deal. Can we say there was a bag of holding in there so that justifies my my now rank 2 pocket dimension?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Hell shit, we'll say you remembered how to access the crafting tab, so you just made one.
Okay. Ooh.
It's like, oh right, we can access in-game windows. I have a crafting menu.
Ooh, I would like an amethyst lodestone. Because then I can fly, I think. Yeah. I'll do that.
So they go in to go start doing their stuff, and Else goes, I'm feeling a little drained. I'm gonna go back to the inn. So Descartes, you keep track of all this, and I'm gonna see you later. Beach Ball, you wanna stick around here with Chris and the Death Rabbit?
Now I have 2 Pokemon.
Ordinarily, I would go with Else. But as Else is not here as a player, I will stay. Someone needs to supervise these two.
I put the slimy neck pillow. Or are you in sword form again?
I'm probably in sword form, laying across the side of the. I'm pretty sure that the two other adventurers are scared of the sword that talks.
Yeah, they're terrified of you.
Okay, then I'll hold on to the sword.
I'm gonna go have a lie down. My legs are killing me. And with that, they teleport off. Because if you have the teleport ability, you're gonna fucking use it.
Because they've been running through Descartes' mind this whole time.
Yeah,
Their legs are tired.
They've exhausted themselves by breaking down Descartes' free will and individuality until they've basically become a willing servant.
Well, we don't really need the Rod of Security because Beach Ball can just turn everything into a beach. I mean, like, we already have a portable beach. Beach Ball does that.
While they are inside, a small mouth opens on the bench beside you. Hey, do you want me to just store your shares of the loot, and I could just like dump theirs in the street?
Let them pick up theirs. Or wait, dump whose? The other two?
Yeah.
Let them pick up their cash, and then you can store ours.
Copy that.
Yeah. We don't want to make any enemies here. They're afraid of us. That's fine.
So they come out a little while later, and they're like,
I'll take the amethyst lodestone and the abracadabras, and leave the weapons. Because like I've already got 3 swords.
All right. Do you want to donate the weapons to the Adventurers Guild to earn brownie points?
What do brownie points do?
No, basically just earn positive credit with the Adventurers Guild. Make people like you more, be more willing to maybe fudge rules when you want to go do something, or I mean, maybe look the other way if you bend the guild's rules just a little bit.
Oh, I'm also gonna take the watchful helm.
I'm inclined to, as I don't have any use for these items, and the only other thing we could do is sell them, and I don't want to mess with the in-game marketplace.
Yeah. Well, do our NPC friends want any of them?
You can give them that option when they come back.
Yeah. This seems like a good place to have friends.
Okay. So the two of them, actually only Molly comes back a little while later, and she goes, "Oh, right. So you guys are good. You come in to sign some paperwork, and where'd else go?"
Else isn't feeling too good, so they went back to the inn we're staying at. Do you want any of these? And Chris,
I mean, oh, sure. I mean, are you sure? I mean, some of this stuff is pretty high-end loot.
Yeah, but it's, I've already got special swords and then Else lent me their sword, and it just, I mean, we all went,
Yep, cool. Yep, don't need any more of an excuse. I'm good. Starts diving through. It's like, and this is mine, and this is mine, and this is mine, and I know someone who can make use of this.
Yes.
Yep. Right, and I'll come back for the coinage
Okay.
in a minute.
All right. Well, here.
You just need to step inside, sign some paperwork, and you can receive your membership medals. Good news, you're not starting at the bottom tier. After we told them what happened, you've actually just been jumped straight up to copper instead of starting as bronze. So, thumbs up there.
Cool.
Yeah. So you can just hop on inside, and I'm gonna just stow these, and I'm gonna take my share of the coinage, and yeah. So.
What are they thinking, since I have telepathy?
I could just retire on this. I could just buy myself a nice little country estate and buy all the alibis I need from stealing from other douchebaggy nobles. I could buy a title. I could buy 3 titles. I could buy conflicting titles.
Can Beach Ball communicate telepathically with me?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Telepathy.
So, do you want to stay here with the cart in case they pull a double switch, try to pull something while I'm in there getting our badges?
No, because if that happens, I'll just take the guild.
You'll just what?
Let's go inside.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah, I'd go in and with my weird sword and my other weird swords and my murder bun, and we go and get badges.
So you step inside, and you are immediately escorted to the guild director's office. A man by the name of Julio Adventuras, who
Really? Okay.
I'm going to be completely honest. I stole this character from somewhere else.
Okay.
Right, when I get back to
But
the real world.
mostly just because I love the name Julio Aventuras, director of the Adventurers Guild.
I'm gonna punch Fred when I get back to the real world. Fred would have named this character.
You are sat down. Ah, welcome, welcome. Molly tells me that you had such an interesting set of events occur. My apologies. This was not the intention for such young adventurers. Weren't there two of you? You didn't mention that you lost one.
I know, they weren't feeling very well, so they took some hits, so they're just recovering. Is it okay if I pick up their badge?
This makes sense. Yes, this is fine.
Yeah.
This is absolutely fine.
I'm reading his mind.
He's basically thinking to himself, they had Molly with them, and they had help, but they still took down something that she should not have been able to take down. These are people I want in my guild. These are people that will build the esteem of my guild. I want these two working for me forever.
Like forever enough, like that they'll stop us from doing what we want to do.
Maybe.
So yes, here are your identification badges, and he slides them across the table to you.
Thanks.
And you will both be fully fledged and acknowledged members of the guild, and I look forward to doing business with you in the future.
Cool. Me too. Right, Bun Bun?
Blood, death, and vengeance. Ah, yes, I had heard about that.
He's so soft.
I will take your word for it.
He accepts the pets, but he still has murder in his black beady eyes. So Chad, if you didn't see the previous episodes, he's a white bunny rabbit with gray patches, including one on his eye, and he's an Almirage. So he has a horn on his face that acts a lot like a punch dagger, with like 20 pounds of murder bun behind it. It's awesome. There might still be some. Oh no, there wouldn't be any goo left on the horn, right?
It's been a couple days, probably not.
Not anymore. It's long since evaporated.
Do you want to tell him about the serial killer we stopped?
Should I tell him what it actually was?
I mean, probably.
We did say you guys were going to ask about that when you got back to town.
Yeah, so we'll just tell him that we took out a mimic and not that we turned it into a cart.
Ask him about the reward for the serial killer.
Yeah. By the way, so we had just arrived when we came in here. So what happened with that like nighttime serial killer thing?
Ah, yes. Well, in the time since you've all left, there's only been one death, so the amount of deaths has drastically decreased.
Oh, okay.
Though there does appear to be a belief that this was done by someone else as, well, they found the body.
Yes, and it wasn't, no parts of it were eaten?
No, there were no, like, lingering, just a hand here or a foot there. There was the actual body, and there are those that are convinced that the method has simply changed. It's like, no, this is a very drastic change from no body to...
Oh.
And it is at this moment that the image is conjured in his mind of the young gentleman they found for you, Beach Ball, since you are reading his mind. And this figure is a lot of his insides are on the outside, and when they were poking and prodding, they found that a lot of his outsides had gone onto the inside.
Neat. Not the same killer.
Okay, should I...
They were this horribly warped, twisted pile of meat and bone.
With my knowledge of shapeshifting magic, would I know what would do that?
This does not look like something that was done by shapeshifting magic. If you want, you can either make me an intelligence gaming check to see if you recognize this as an in-game effect or an in-game monster.
I could try that. I have a 24 with my combined intelligence check.
You recognize that as what looks like a type of undead creature known as a crawling cyst. This is a thing that could be done to NPCs. PCs are theoretically a strong enough character that they could resist the effect. But there were storylines where certain necromancers were going around passing around a necrotic plague that would eventually erupt and turn people into this. The big difference being is that a crawling cyst was a still fully functional undead and would crawl around, whereas this is not. Your best guess is that this was someone's first attempt, or someone had killed the crawling cyst before it was discovered by the guard.
Ask if there are any necromancers about.
Should I mention that this sounds familiar to me? From my reading?
No, just give what you can.
So before my roving career began, I did a lot of reading. This, like, okay, still kind of a noob, but this sounds like necromancy to me. Or no, it's like, actually no, he did. Oh fuck, he didn't tell me what was going on. Fuck,
yeah.
No, like rewind that. Like what? So if the victim wasn't disappeared, like what did? Like stab wounds or like?
They were
Oh.
They were viciously mangled. Bones were broken and protruding out of bits of flesh they didn't belong, and bones were snapped and broken at the joints and mixed in with meat, and we still don't even know who it was. The only reason we could even vaguely identify that they were at least at one point a young man was his bits were part of the trailing tail of the mass.
So it's ew. So like he was turned inside out?
Inside out, outside in, front to back.
Okay. So I've read some things, which is helpful when doing this and informed my career decision. Are there any necromancers around? Like, I don't know if that's legal here. Like, I'm still pretty new to town.
Most necromancers wind up working for the Royal Military.
Okay.
Nothing quite like being able to make soldiers get back up to keep the war going.
True. So it sounds like really gross necromancy magic.
It could be a rogue necromancer, but this seems a bit morbid even for that lot. So if it's only been one death that about a
night.
week.
Okay.
Took you about 3 days to get out there, about 3 days back. You guys have been going about a week.
So is there still like curfew and all that, or are the adventurers been called in to help with that? Like,
the curfew was getting relaxed after 4 days of no disappearances, but then that happened, so the curfew was reinstated.
That was just last night, or?
No, that was 2 nights ago. But yes, so get yourselves home safe, and we look forward to you picking up a new quest from the guild and earning yourselves and us a good deal more renown.
Okay, so whatever's doing this, there is no official reward on it?
At this point, the running theory is that this has simply been the first disappeared victim to be found. And they are still under the assumption that this is the same killer because no one wants to admit that there could be 2 deranged serial killers running around.
We need to go talk to the guards.
Okay. Alright, so I'll see you around. Thanks for the shiny thing. Yay.
Yep.
Pick up my murder bun. And my talking sword, and my telepathic talking sword. Go back out to Descartes.
You head out.
Serial conference.
Your 2 former associates are backing away slowly from Descartes, who is giving off a soft growling noise.
Oh, what's going on?
They were getting a little heavy-handed with the coin. I was trying to divide what looked like an equal wedge out of the coinage.
Okay.
And we will be going. Have a nice day.
Bye. It was fun hanging out with you. Let's kill more Jello monsters in future.
As they scurry off, Descartes goes, they walked away with smaller shares. What? Oh, please, they didn't do half the work I did.
True. All right, Descartes, can you stow? I mean, I've still got like 3,000 something in my bag of holding, so.
You hear the sound of coins falling and clinking against one another, and if you happen to peek into the bed of the cart that Descartes has become, you're literally watching coins fall into what almost looks like a portable hole.
Ooh.
Before he closes himself back up.
Snazzy. And I pat the cart on the bench. Yeah. Thanks, bud.
Dracus didn't tell me what points they wanted to spend on Descartes, so I just spent the points on Descartes when I heard they weren't coming back.
Dracus is in chat. They suggest there might be a cereal conference in town. Whee!
It's gonna be all Captain Crunch and Count Chocolate up in this stuff.
Oh yes.
You are going
Brains.
to win. You are going to wish.
Okay, so
let's go talk to the guards.
Should we talk to like just hanging out guards, or should we go to like police station equivalent?
Let's go to the 50 Central.
All right, let's go talk to the pigs. Agab, all guards are bastards. Or maybe not. We'll see.
They have guards. No sympathy, no mercy.
Actual Dracus, that was going to be my plan, probably. Just one more point in regen, and then the rest to my dear new friend. With Descartes, I thought you meant serial conference. Okay. Because the other 2 members of this party were very quickly succumbing to evil. And I'm just sort of like, wee, what?
I'm not evil, I'm just drawn that way.
I'm so cute. Bun Bun's so cute. Cute, lovable, and deadly. Alright, so yeah, I pick up my bun, my murder bun. What time is it about of the day?
At this point, it's about 1 in the afternoon.
Beach Ball, I keep forgetting. Do you need to eat?
I
Okay.
haven't gotten hungry yet.
Alright. So yeah, we're just gonna, I guess, drive the cart to the to the police station, and talk to Commissioner Garden. Yes.
Okay. So you head off. Before you are halfway to the guard post, you are approached by several figures in gleaming breastplates with flowing cloaks from underneath. They look very much like temple guards, enforcers of the faith, paladins, effectively.
Oh, okay. Hi. What's up?
The woman who steps forward towards you is a half elf with red hair that is cut very, very short and amber irised eyes that actually turn into cat-like slits at the pupil.
She's like me.
And,
maybe.
And goes, "You look to be one of the ones that we were told to look for. We need you to come with."
Now we're all standing on a beach.
You're actively creating a beach now in the middle of the city?
Yeah.
All right. The two of them freak out at that and start reaching for their swords because they were not expecting there to suddenly be sand everywhere.
It's not an attack beach.
There are now people that are startled by the wave of sand that has now washed over their ankles and are backing away, some screaming.
And now there's tropical breezes, there's palm trees. It's very nice. It's a very pleasant beach.
Yeah, it's just startling the shit out of people when there's sand and all of a sudden just a palm tree just goes, whee!
It's a nice ambient 80 degrees.
Bun Bun is like, boss, do you want me to burrow under and take them from behind? No, buddy. It'd be nice to the paladins. I think.
What are the paladins thinking?
Ah!
All right, this is not the sorcery we intended. Lady Gabrielle told us to grab them and bring them in because she wanted to have a conversation with them.
I look at my talking sword.
We'll let it go for now.
Do I go with them? Or is there murder? Okay.
Or is there murder?
Or is there...
You're just gonna murder some paladins in the middle of the street.
Well, I more meant them murder us, but
it wasn't gonna be murder. It was gonna be mind control, and then it was gonna be over with.
And then, well, no, then it was gonna be volleyball. Okay.
Like the sand is gonna stay here for like 30 days. As will the palm tree and the weather.
Yeah, this has been happening. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, if I can go with you, that's fine.
I bought the duration upgrade for my environmental control, so I have duration 4, which means it lasts 30 days.
Oh right, and the volleyball game was something to do with the temple district, so yeah, it's all coming together.
Hi, John.
Bye, John. Bye, John.
And it's 1,000 feet in all directions.
Does it go around the buildings, or are there just no more buildings?
Oh no, it's under the buildings.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So the people who are inside the buildings are still on the beach.
Yeah, there are people in a bakery going, what the fuck is this shit? Oh god, it's in my flour.
No, it shouldn't go, unless there are flowers sitting in a pile on the floor, in which case that's poor manners.
No, but it's now leaking through the floorboards into the basement and getting into the flour.
Well, again, that's
they should have it in bags. Also, medieval tech, it's probably not very finely ground anyway.
Yeah.
So what's a little more crunch? A little more roughage. Okay, paladins, lead the way. Me and Bun Bun will follow in our cart.
But we're gonna go.
Oh, what do you want to do?
We'll go with the stupid paladins and their stupidness.
What do you want to do instead?
We were gonna go turn the cart in for money and then keep the cart. Because we have the serial killer in custody. And he won't hurt anyone else ever again unless we tell him to.
don't know. I'm not sure I'm ready for notoriety yet. I don't know that they're gonna... Oh, that's why you wanted to go see the guards, was so we could turn into cart, but keep the cart? What?
Well, he's been mind controlled. He will admit that to whoever we talk to. He won't be attacking anyone ever again, right?
Right.
Did you actually extend the telepathy to Descartes to ask that?
Yeah, as I glare at the cart, as I glare at Descartes telepathically.
Only the people you tell me to.
You're on a beach. I'd be very careful.
Like in your mind, you just see like this sort of like hollowed out stare and plastic smile. Like the lights are on, but no one's home.
More people need that expression.
I don't know that they're gonna let us keep him. And he's got all our cash.
He's mostly harmless at this point.
Yeah, let's go talk to the Jesus freaks, and we can go talk to 5-0 after. The Jesus freaks might have a volleyball tournament or some knowledge of what one is.
Maybe.
So yeah, just lead the way. Yeah, this is just a thing that happens. I don't know yet.
The temple guards back away cautiously, and while giving you sideways glances, escort you down.
I now have a charisma of 18. Everything's fine.
I have a charisma of 19.
I'm sure you do.
I have an intelligence of 20.
You.
Only because I didn't get experience points last session, so I couldn't actually raise my charisma.
So you are all eventually brought to the Cathedral of the Morning Mother, the great goddess of light, the one responsible for giving all things. Is like, huh? You know what? Make me gaming checks real quick to see if you start to piece together who you're about to run into.
That's intelligence?
Intelligence gaming.
Yes.
15.
Um... 15... Oh, plus proficiency bonus. 18.
Okay. Yeah, with those checks, both of you managed to successfully remember that Gabrielle is an NPC at this temple, who is a cleric that is possessed by a devil. Who people who have been viewing from the beginning may recall was mentioned during session 0 when I was asked who some of my favorite NPCs that I designed for this world were. And as you pull up into cart and you dismount, you are greeted by a woman who walks out with long, almost impossibly black hair and these very vibrant green eyes and a very soft, light brown skin. Who comes down and greets you both and goes, "You may go now. You may go. I have this."
Hi.
Greetings to you.
Hi.
Travelers from another world.
How far is this temple from where we were?
It took you maybe 30 minutes to get there on the cart. And you were going a little on the slow side because, you were keeping pace with the two paladins.
What's the terrain like?
Right
question.
now, it's a lot of cobblestone paths and a lot of tall, imposing, beautifully sculpted buildings.
Not for long.
I'm gonna let this carry out for a minute, and then I'm going to react.
Okay.
Appropriately.
I use my sixth sense for player characters.
No, you do not detect any PCs in the area.
Alright. Okay.
No, I'm an NPC. No.
Well, obviously not you, but...
Alright, Where can I... So, okay, hi. Do you want us to go in... Do you want me to go inside with you? Us? Yes, Bun. Us.
Yes, I would appreciate if you and the one hanging from your hip would join us inside.
Alright. And I find a place to park Descartes. Say, be good, remember the rules.
People are only food when you tell me so.
Yes, but do try to, do try to tell Beach Ball, if someone tries to treat you like food. Or otherwise fuck around and needs to find out. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, nice murder cart. I have a murder bun, I have a murder cart. It's a good day. And a beach ball that looks like a sword. It's all good. It's all good. Do.
So you are led into the temple and led
Happy cat girl
up
life.
and around, up into a private office. So, you are two of the 4 disturbances I felt recently.
I guess. So, does this happen a lot?
No, but a little over a week ago, I felt a break in the world. I am uniquely attuned to feel these things. And I felt the presence of 4 essences that were not indigenous to this realm. 3 of them landed together, and 1 landed further away.
Okay.
I have already sent temple guards to go speak to the 3rd in the city, though I believe you are acquainted with them.
Yeah, they're cool. They're just, we went adventuring because we didn't know what the heck else to do, so they're just taking a nap.
Hope you didn't want those temple guards back.
I think I'm gonna take the sword off my hip and just sort of lean it against the desk, and Beach Ball can do whatever Beach Ball wants. You know.
I find myself in a disconcerting set of circumstance because after I felt that breach in creation, things have begun to change. Reports have come in of people and creatures acting out of sorts, of things suddenly appearing where they weren't before.
Okay.
And also an uptick in the presence of things that shouldn't be there.
GM, when you said this lady was potentially possessed by a devil, is she like a BBEG, or is she kind of more like, you know, like an anti-hero, or like kind of the devil, you know, kind of gray area? Like person you can make deal with, but they're not out to... Basically, you know, like the Spike version of a vampire, where it's like, I don't want to end the world. The world is fun, kind of.
To be fair, how they come out at the end of their quest line really depends on how you interact with them on their quest line. So they could very well wind up being a boss at the end of that quest line, or very much a case of the devil you know. Mm-hmm. Or if you didn't investigate, you would never find out that they were possessed by the devil, and now you just think you've got this pretty friend in the cleric's office.
Fadir, the devil wears Prada. Yeah, maybe that too. That was very special combo quest. Alright, so... yeah, we have been seeing some of this weirdness. Beach Ball, how much should we tell her? Like this potential...
Ask her how her devil's doing it, and see what that reaction that triggers.
Why don't you ask her?
No, you're doing the talking, it's fine.
You both wind up hearing in your heads a deeply male-sounding voice going, You're not the only ones with telepathy, you know.
Ha, figured.
Don't have a head. Ha 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 ha.
Anyway, so, okay. Yeah, so, we know what's up with you. We have no quarrel. Because like you said, we're from another world, and we're not sure how we got here. But we do know a lot about this world, because where we're from, this place is a place of fiction.
Really?
Yeah. Or at least we thought it was, and now we're here, and we don't know why.
Hmm.
Or how, or anything.
Out of morbid curiosity, am I popular?
Is she?
Hmm?
Is she?
She is one of the more popular NPCs because even when you go for the least profitable route in her quest line, you still get some really nice gear. And if you wind up just going, hey, Cleric Devil Lady, I'm totally on board for this, you get some of the game's best loot.
You're pretty popular.
Oh, there's so much dirty fan art of her. So much dirty fan art from the fans.
You know, people like a morally complicated person, character. But interestingly enough, a lot of how you turn out in the stories depends on how the people interacting with you interact with you. With the adage, the old adage of our world, fuck around and find out. I'm not here to fuck around or find out. So.
I can live with that.
Yeah, so. Okay, so when we got here, there was serial killer bullshit going on.
That was already going on, yes.
We fixed that.
Yeah, we fixed it. Because it was a mimic. So
and that would explain the cart with no horses.
Yeah, he's under control now.
Well, that'll be good to know.
So is it possible that the Inside Out killer that just started, that's the fourth of us? Because it sounds like, from what I know of this world, that sounds like a necromancy nonsense. But when we talk to the Adventurers Guild, they say most of the necromancers work for the army, and it seemed a little too twisted for them. But you know, who knows?
I feel their presence upon it, but I do not think it is them directly.
Okay.
You say that this is a work of fiction where you are from. How familiar are you with the legend of the Dark Lord?
GM, how familiar am
I? It's the main meta plot of the game, basically. The Dark Lord is this overlord of horrific fiends and monsters, and there have been like 3 different events involving them trying to either burn down the world, cease combat, seize control of everything. They're basically like the ultimate BBEG, but the actual access to fight them has not been granted in game yet. That was planned for a later anniversary event when they were, it's like, okay, the game's actually probably gonna get canceled, so you know what? Ultimate final raid, fight the Dark Lord. If we're gonna go out finishing the storyline.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, the stuff is all built for him, just never implemented.
I mean, I know where his house is.
Yes. Well, reports have come in that many of his servants have begun to change. They have been altered, made different, made vile, and I believe that this is an example of one of its changes. I think the 4th I detected has joined with the Dark One. Now, whatever you may know of me and my proclivities, I actually rather like things the way they are. easy to get people to sign contracts when they think that you're an emissary of light and hope.
There's
And
another saying from our world. Maybe it's here too. The devil you know.
the devil, you know what?
Oh no, it's the the lesser of two evils kind of. There's a devil you know, and then there's the Dark Lord. I would much rather be working with you. And if you're yeah.
Your world has some very strange phrases that doesn't exactly flow very well.
I'm not explaining it great. Anyway, okay, so fourth player 4 join the Dark Lord. Huh. GM, who on our staff was really into making monsters and maybe had opinions on how the monsters should be, but maybe got stonewalled on some of it?
Fred. Fred.
There were a bunch of people that had maybe more concept sketches that were more difficult to animate than others. But no one ever really wanted to make the monsters more like murdery, rapey, or like grotesquely evil. Like maybe they wanted to up its ability to use fireball to like having a shorter cooldown or something, or make the encounters harder but not necessarily more like evil.
So who on our staff is a gamer gator?
On your staff? I mean, Chris was a little male Chris. Male Chris was
Chris
a little
with an
gamer
H.
Yeah.
That got obnoxious real fast.
Yeah.
What?
Brett was sexist, but wasn't really a gamer gator. I mean,
well, who else was testing that day that we fell in?
Just you three.
Just us three.
Can I access the game logs?
What kind of game logs are you trying to access?
Who in our office? Because I'm sure our office has its own private server for the game. Who was all logged in at the time we jumped?
Okay, accessing friends list, accessing login, using admin code, login data. And okay. There are you three logging in, and you notice a login that is specifically reserved for data uploads rather than player uploads. So somebody uploaded something onto the server at the same time you three were jacked in.
Can I get a read on what that was?
You don't recognize the update file code, and you can't open the file from the log.
Can I figure out where it was uploaded to in game?
It was uploaded straight into the server where you guys were testing out the materials.
Right, but it had to, we landed somewhere specific in the world.
Make me either a programming check or a gaming check. Both would run off of intelligence.
Gaming it is. Well, I don't have either skill, so programming it is. 24, because I rolled a 19 and I got lucky.
With a 24, you'd be hard pressed to figure out a specific point at which this data was uploaded, because you're still not sure what this data was. But if you had to take a guess, it probably landed into the part of the continent that's considered the Dark One's territory.
Okay. I will come out of sword form and baffle. No one in the room.
Because we're all telepathic or in the know.
Okay. So when we arrived, the same thing, the thingamajig that I'm going to use that specific term, the thingamajig, the fourth presence you detected, landed in the Dark One's territory, which means it's had a week to fight all the Dark Lord's specific things and start screwing with them.
Fantastic.
But, and Gabrielle is not on his team, necessarily. She's doing her own thing. Okay.
And the devil she's attached to is also not on the Dark Lord's team.
You are speaking to the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
but
is
she's there
possessed.
too.
The
The
devil
devil.
is the one speaking to you.
Yeah.
The cleric is locked somewhere in the back of the brain and has no real input on what's going on.
Okay. Alright, so,
Do I know where... Is there a place inside the server where I could trigger a server reset?
In the world, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Or at least not one you're aware of.
Okay. Because that would be the easy way to solve this problem.
Except that we're still in here.
Yeah, but we could get out if the server resets.
Maybe.
I would point out that I'm a beach ball.
Okay, fair.
It might reset becomes a serpent person in techno armor.
This is not the thing I was supposed to be today. Just so you're aware, remember?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I'm sure we could work out something where I could help you with that.
No, I don't think we can. I'm perfectly happy with this particular array of powers and abilities that would make me a nightmare for 99% of the population.
Yeah, we scared the shit out of your paladins. It was hilarious.
I have a mind for mischief and mayhem. And I could have owned the city already. So...
We certainly have enough money to buy it at this point. Yeah.
No, I'd rather you didn't. I like things the way they are. People are easy to manipulate here.
Yes, they are. It's amazing.
Anyway, so... Hi, it's nice to be seen and know that someone knows what's going on, but what exactly do you want from us?
I would like your help to make things stop being worse than they were. I assumed that you all would have some measure of information or knowledge or ability to help me handle this.
Okay.
We would have to get to the Dark Lord's fortress and deal with the source.
Not an impossible task. It can be arranged.
Ooh, we have to do a PvP.
I'm not sure it's another player. It could be a virus.
Okay, maybe.
Because the data file doesn't... It's not a player upload. It's a data upload, which means it's some sort of environmental change that was wrought by someone who knew enough of what they were doing to make it not look like anything else.
Huh.
And I don't recognize the code off the top of my head, which means it's not anybody in my department.
Yeah. Alright. Sorry, our world is weird. Just really complicated. But yeah, so... Okay, so... If we help you, what's in it for us? I feel that's a fair question.
That is a fair question. I can do what I can to try and get you sent home. Failing that, I can go out of my way to try and make life as comfortable for you here as possible.
I mean, I think I can handle my own comfort pretty well.
I go
Fair.
boingy boingy a little bit. Oh wait, that's mean. I'm sorry. You're not a basketball. Reposition you.
What the fuck?
He would really like there to be a volleyball tournament at some point. I don't know if that's happened here yet. It has happened in the stories a little bit. We can teach you how to play volleyball. It's very enjoyable.
Arrange something, I'm certain.
Oh yeah.
Would you like that to become an annual festivity? Turn it into part of a religious event so that many people will play it during the holiday?
Depends on if we get stuck here permanently, I think.
I mean...
In that case, yes. Otherwise, you know.
I mean, I think I can trigger the code to activate that event. I could get to a terminal. Wait, do I have access to the server commands and stuff?
Do you have access to the server commands?
Fennec Wolfchild, disgruntled ex-employee sabotaging the game to make the dev give in to union demands. Maybe.
I'm going to say no, simply because you'll break things faster that way.
No, but it's maybe, but that's for after the conversation.
That's like Mage the Ascension level bullshit. Literally.
Yeah. Plus no paradox. Unless you fucked up the code in something else when you were doing what you wanted, now all of the trees are upside down.
Woohoo!
Take that, trees.
Now it's easier to get the apples!
Yeah, we just have to take them out of the ground.
Not when the branches are in the ground, the root system's in the air.
Okay, that's what you... Okay, so not like suspended in midair. Okay.
No,
Alright, that would suck.
It upside down.
Okay, so we gotta get to the Dark Lord's Fortress and
Alright.
figure out how to make that not a problem site anymore.
So we're taking the hobbits to Isengard? Oh, technically into Mordor.
I
Okay.
don't understand.
Don't worry about it. Lore, ancient lore of our world. Don't worry about it.
We were supposed to arrange an oracle to seek the guidance of the goddess. I can see about attaining that information for you when I leave the oracle.
Well, I know where the Dark Lord's Fortress is.
Yep.
I meant a way to get there safer.
That would be cool.
That would not be the suck.
Less fighting equals more time for volleyball.
True.
So yes, if you will follow me downstairs, we were going to leave the oracle shortly, and when we conjure a celestial servant of the goddess to proclaim the goddess's words, we can hopefully get them to provide you information that can help. Because I want that. Yes.
I would like to check the source code and see if the avatar of the goddess has been affected by the data upload.
Ooh.
I'm going to say, since you can't necessarily access the dev tools, you wouldn't be able to check that code.
Why wouldn't I have access to my dev tools? I'm a dev. I realize I can't access the server commands because I don't have access to the server console, but I should have my dev tools window right there. My clicky button.
You said I could get to the crafting menu, so...
Yeah, but the crafting menu is available to all players.
Okay.
Fuck it. You know what? Yeah, sure. You bring it up, and the and you see the code for the Celestials that could be generated during an oracle, and none of them look corrupted.
Okay.
Cool beans.
I'll be watching with the dev tools open from now on, just to make sure nothing hinky happens.
That works. That changes very little of my plans.
I didn't figure it would affect your plans at all. That's why I'm doing it.
So you are led downstairs to the main
Beach
hall.
Ball, do you want me to carry you, or what?
I can teleport.
Okay.
Anywhere around this temple.
I pick up my murder bun so he doesn't cause any havoc.
So you all head down into the main hall of the cathedral, and there are clerics gathered, and there are priests gathered, which are, basically clerics with no magic.
Yeah.
And, she dons the holy vestments and steps forward, and, it's a little unfair that because she still has the soul of the cleric inside her, she's still able to do this shit. But that's why she's still allowed to do, or he in her body is still allowed to do this shit. So the incense is lit and waved around, the candles are illuminated, the sacred text is read from, all in an effort to conjure down a messenger from the goddess in order to provide a message of hope and joy and knowledge as to lead beyond these dark times we find ourselves in.
This is way more fun in live action than a cutscene, I think to myself.
I'm ready in action to turn this place into a sandcastle.
And as they are there going through the chanting and everything else, you watch as several divine script sigils begin forming in a circle, and then lines wrap around them. And there is this shimmering light, and this six-winged figure descends wearing these clean white robes. It all looks very Renaissance Judeo-Christian.
I need to talk to Dave in the art department about this. This is pretty on the nose.
Yeah. And the figure descends, and the gate vanishes, and they stand there flapping their golden wings. And as you said, you're sitting there looking at your dev tools. And while you are looking at that, and I'm sure you are looking at the celestial that has been summoned, you know what? Actually, Chris, make me a perception check.
Perception
Perception.
is intelligence.
If you don't have perception, it's wisdom.
Oh, I do have perception.
Do 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 do
Do do do do. Do 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 do. Charging my attack.
5, 9, 12.
With a 12, you are very distracted by the bright, shiny, 10-foot-tall figure in the cathedral ahead of you.
So shiny.
Beach Ball, as you're looking at the dev tools, you notice that the code, some of the characters in the code are beginning to sort of shine purple.
What is that?
And it takes a moment. It takes a moment before you notice this, Chris, until the celestial opens its mouth to try and deliver the oracle, but then it starts to cough and gag as its own shadow is peeling itself off of the wall, and is now wrapping itself around the celestial. Clerics and priests are freaking out. Gabrielle is standing there going, "Oh, that's not supposed to happen."
Banish it back. Banish it back. Banish it back now.
And she's a devil. She would know. That's
Oh, yeah.
not how that works.
She's
played both sides.
Oh yeah. When they attempt to cast a banishment, the spell is reflected, striking them back. They get to make a saving throw for this. Oh wait, that's right. They get they're a devil, so they get advantage on this. And wow, okay, never mind. So you watch as Gabrielle attempts casting banishment, and then fucking vanishes when the spell gets reflected back.
Fuck. Do I get PC sense from the shadow?
You do not get PC sense, but you do not get NPC sense. There is something not NPC going on to this thing right now.
Oh, fuck.
And as the shadow drips away like tar, the general shape of the figure is left, but the flesh that was once there has now all turned into this gunmetal gray body. The wings are no longer composed of feathers, but of dagger blades. And you can hear them scraping against each other as the wings flap.
I'd like to roll my gaming to figure out what the fuck, man.
Sure. Roll gaming.
That's int, so.
I'm gonna make this
Yes,
a
it
beach
is.
while she's gamering.
What's up?
17.
I'm making this a beach.
You're going to make the beach?
Yeah.
17. Actual
Okay,
track is the shadow?
I'm sorry, I've completely got distracted from your question again. What was the question? Zardoz?
I'm just making a beach.
Oh, you're going to make the beach, right? Sorry. So with that 17, you know that they have conjured one of the greater celestials, and you know that there was code for there were designs for fallen Celestials, but they had mostly only done the lower tiered ones. No one had done like one of the higher Archangels or the Solars. This is unused content. This is a greater angel that looks like it's been corrupted.
Like, was it the Ublex that was unreleased content?
It was also unreleased content, yes.
Fuck. But now we're on a beach. So what does our fallen friend say?
When its eyes open again, they are consumed with this purple light, and during this whole sequence, you can see the code actively being rewritten in front of you on the dev tools.
You're
watching.
Jam it?
What's up?
Can I use shape-shifting magic to counter the dev corruption to give the angel a chance to shake this off?
I will say yes, but this is going to be an extremely difficult check.
Bring it.
I only have so many options of trying this, so yes, I will take this one at it. Remember, I'm still only level 5 because I've never gotten experience points.
Yep.
That's a 20. That's a 24 because I can't roll a 20.
You are able to, as you're doing that, you are able to slow it down, which gives everyone else enough time to get away.
I shapeshift into Control Z.
So you basically allow the clerics and the priests time to flee as the transformation finishes, and you are now left alone with the corrupted Celestial.
Fuck.
And its eyes now glowing with that same purple hue. There's these embers and flames rising from it. Corrupt, destroy. Corrupt, destroy. Rewrite. Corrupt, destroy. I need you all to roll me initiative, please.
Oh.
14, because I'm rolling my dexterity. And I don't have a dexterity modifier.
That was a 14, you said, Sardoz?
Yep.
15.
15. And Bun Bun would just go after you. So, yes. Unfortunately for all of you, the angel rolled higher.
Fuck.
Well, yeah, it's an archangel. It's like CR 19 or 20, and
Well,
we're
yeah,
level 5.
But it's still being rolled by John.
Yeah, but it's still a CR 19 or 20 monster against 2 5th level characters.
Oh no, its CR has radically dropped because of the transformation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
Maybe?
It will, however, at this point, come in to lay down a little bit of the smackdown as it conjures a scythe and charges forward. And it's going to take a swing down at, which one of you would it deem the greatest threat at the moment? The one that tried to affect the transformation. So it goes for Beach Ball first.
Attaboy. Armor class is 14.
Come at me, bro.
That is a 24.
It totally hit me, because again, my armor class is 14.
Okay, and I need one of you. And rolled like shit. So that is 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 7 necrotic damage. Now, rolls to hit like a champ, rolls damage like shit.
Okay. Let me know when it's my turn.
I shall. I shall.
I'm glad I only got one swing, because that might have been annoying otherwise.
Well, it's only got one swing right now. Its transformation hasn't quite finished yet.
Oh, good.
Depending upon the number of rounds it takes you to complete this, it might not get the chance to finish. Next up would be the Necrogen. So, Miss Chris, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna try to hit her with my sword chucks.
All right. Lay in the old swing-a-ding.
Just go, ah! Flip, flip, and... Okay. Strength plus... Oh, that's right, I updated that. So... That is now... Sorry. I swear I finished most of my character sheet before we started today. So now it's +7 to hit. And my dice roller. Does a 19 hit it?
A 19 does hit.
Fantastic. So that is... My brain forgot how to read numbers. Let's go with 2d10s, and then main is 2d10. I swear I remember what happened last time. 13 plus 3d6s. Okay, with the sword chucks, I do 25 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I only have one attack, because I'm kitty cat. Or any other stuff.
No treats
Okay.
to entertain people.
Okay. So, that's me.
Hey, John, real quick.
Yes.
Did the thing use roll with a disadvantage to hit me? Because I have a legendary disadvantage.
No, it did not, but I will remember that going forward. Thank you.
No problem.
And bring up Bun Bun's sheet, because now he gets to attack.
And what does the Bun Bun do?
Oh right, he's got rank 6 edge, so he gets to roll with advantage.
Sounds right.
And rolls 2 15s, so that is 20? Does a 20 hit it? Oh, well a 19 hits it, so I'm sure a 20 hits it.
Yes. A 20 is larger than a 19.
A dirty 20. So let's go with 3d10s, because that's a lot of dice otherwise. And Bun Bun does 20 damage.
Alright.
And then burrows into the sand.
Alrighty. So you give it the old slash and the old bunny jab.
Punch, punch. Fuck it, I did what I did. I know what I did.
You are hearing the clangety clang of blade against metal and bone against metal. It is a highly unpleasant sound. But there is not much you can do about that at the moment, which now brings us to Beach Ball's turn.
I'm going to heal 11 points of damage, as I have regeneration 11.
Oh, that's right. I actually forgot about that. Hold on a moment. While you're doing that, I need to roll something else. Yeah.
And then
during the onslaught, it lost concentration on the reflected banishment, which brought Gabrielle back.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried she was gone forever. There needs to be fan art.
I'm going to cast a shape-changing spell, John.
Okay.
I'm going to turn its exterior skin into a Norton antivirus program.
Oh wait, no. Don't do that until it happens. Oh no, I jinxed it. Hold on.
Okay. Oh.
Because I figured out that shapeshifting is just coding.
Reskinning
Okay.
it. We reskin the fallen angel.
I now have to figure out how to rule that.
You built this setting, is all I can say.
I did. That I did.
I'm gonna flood it with curative magic that turns it back to its normal self in the form of an antivirus.
You know what? I'm going to treat this like contagion, so it's going to take a couple of Constitution saving throws, and then we'll see how effective it is, if we can shrug it off or not.
And that's timer for break. So let's see how this round goes.
And that's a 6, so the first round is a failure.
Nice.
Does that end your turn, sir?
I only have one action, yeah.
Cool. Now it's Gabrielle's turn. She's not happy. She's not happy at all.
Someone just tried to upstage her for evil, and that's not cool.
Oh, yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Since it has disadvantage on all of its rolls, would it then get an advantage on that saving throw for the effect that I tried to hit it with? As it would be disadvantage on the check that is trying to resist me.
It already rolled a 6.
Yeah, but no, it wants to roll high.
It was with disadvantage. Like, the other one was higher. I mean, it still failed, but...
Well, no, but because it's... So, the way I'm interpreting this particular thing, and I'm probably wrong, is that effects against me and the things that I'm trying to do are rolled with negative effects, so it should have advantage on that saving throw because it's trying to shrug off the contagion effect that I'm actively opposing.
Oh, darn it.
You can tell me I'm wrong. I'm okay with it. But
No, it has disadvantage on the...
Well, I'm arguing that it would have advantage because it...
I'm going to rule it as a straight roll just to save that confusion going forward on its next 2 checks.
Excellent.
Thank you, Typhonius. You just bought a player advantage DM's choice.
He bought 2 players advantage DM's choice.
Oh!
He
right.
get 1.
Yay! Thanks.
Oh
wait, I forgot to keep track of that. That's okay.
But this poor dumb fucker. Oh wow. Gabrielle came back, rolled initiative at the lowest that they can roll, but
Zardoz, you have 4 unused advantages, unless I counted wrong.
Yeah, but I haven't actually gotten to roll a d20 roll yet. It mattered for anything that wasn't Although I did actually lose half of my hit points, I can trigger the Bloody Vengeance trait.
Yay, we finally find out what...
Gabrielle comes back and is royally pissed off, rolled a natural 20 on her attack
The
roll.
Hot-Blooded Justice Second Wind. We finally find out what it does.
I mean, you have to be reduced to 0 hit points for that shit to trigger in, but...
I thought you had to be reduced to half or below.
Huh?
I thought it was half or below.
No, it's 0. It's that scene in anime where the hero's beaten down, the theme music starts playing, and they manage to climb themselves back up, and then proceeds to... Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. I don't think it's going to work. But, yeah, that's a hefty Guiding Bolt Hadoken.
Nice.
For 34 damage. This thing is now staggering backwards with a giant gaping hole in the corruption. Which brings us back to the top of the round where it gets to make another...
So, I'd like to repeat that the alarm went off for break. So do I want to take a break and then resume beatdown of the Fallen Angel? Or do I want to finish this first?
I
I'm okay
figure
with
finish it because I don't think it's going to survive another round from you guys at this point.
Okay.
In its fucked up state, it's going to attempt to hit you all with a Radiant Strike. So I need all of you to make me Constitution saving throws, please.
17.
That's just the same modifier, right? Because this is a very simplified cheat. The same modifier as my con modifier.
So long as you don't have proficiency in it, yeah.
Alright. That is a 16. Oh wait, is it fire? Or
It is radiant.
Radiant. Oh, okay, so never mind.
All right.
I am
So
protected.
everyone who rolled a 17 or better, you take 15 points of radiant damage.
Cool.
Everyone who failed to beat 17 takes 30 points of radiant damage. Because that actually rolled very, very high.
And I have 25 hit points, so I'm out.
You can now trigger the hot-blooded radiant vengeance.
At the start of your turn, that will trigger, yes.
Well, my turn is next, so awesome.
Yes, your turn is next.
Chat will finally find out what it does!
Oh, what did Bun Bun roll for their save? Oh no, they're in the.
Yeah, he's underground.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you
yes.
for the sand pit.
As,
he has burrowing trait, or whatever
as Chris the Necrogen goes down, laying there, eyes half closed, slowly fluttering, everyone still trying to fight off against this corrupted monstrosity. As darkness starts to consume your vision, you hear the soft opening notes of the game's theme song start to play. Because it starts with that very soft, sort of lilting music note until it starts ramping up into the hot-blooded, just full-on action pose that everything is. And you feel this thump, thump, thump in your chest.
Ow.
And you feel this urge to... It feels like every fan of the game is there, cheering for you to stand up. Don't go down now. No. More. One more round. One more round. One more round. You feel all the people that are currently counting on you to solve this, even the ones that don't know they're counting on you to solve these problems.
Mostly
It
because they
feels
don't
like
know
the-
they're in a video game.
It suddenly feels like the whole world is rooting for you. It feels like your blood is on fire as you
Ow.
slowly stand yourself up. And as you're standing up and start taking a shaky stance, the faith of the world fueling you brings you back to full health.
Ooh.
You now have
Nice.
advantage on all attack rolls,
Ooh.
advantage on all saving throws, and a few other bonuses that will come up if this fight proceeds longer than the next couple of turns, because that's just how this hot-blooded bullshit winds up working at the end.
Cool.
So please, take your swings with your now oddly glowing sword chucks.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm into it.
The blades are currently wreathed in golden fire. You don't know why, but they are. And it feels wholly natural.
With a W or an H? Or a WH or just an H, holy?
WH.
Yeah, this is D&D, you need to specify.
Yeah.
Okay, so advantage on attacks.
Yep.
So, roll that one. Yeah. A 2 and a 19. I think I'll use the 19 plus, plus 7 is 26.
It hits.
I hit her for a 26.
Okay. And during your hot-blooded attack, where all of your attacks have advantage, every successful attack counts as a critical hit. So double your damage dice.
Fantastic. So
Can't see it, but I'm cringing.
Too much, you think?
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Well, that's why I made it expensive.
Well, that's annoying. I only did 12 damage. Oh, wait, can I do a mulligan?
I was actually going to say they only had 24 hit points left.
Okay, and Bun Bun hasn't gone yet. Well, my second sword hasn't come around yet, so let me
Yeah.
roll the Let's go with 4d8s, because otherwise I'll be here forever.
Yep. Wait, you rolled the 12,
Oh, no.
doubling your damage dice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I rolled 4d10s on the first sword and got a 1, 2, 2, 7.
Okay, I thought you rolled 12 regularly and then it doubled to 24. By all means, go ahead.
Nope.
Make your second attack.
Yeah.
Use your bonus action offhand attack.
Yep. Stab! Whoop, stab! And no one knows how the sword chucks work, they just do. Let's do 66s. Okay, that's better. So now it's a total of 30 damage between the two blades. So I guess a 12 and an 18 of damage. So that's 30 damage. And you said she had 24 hit points left?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So with a stab and a slash, the thing finally caves in on itself, dissolving away in bright white fire. The last bits of the black ichor from the shadows dissolving in the heat and light.
Sword chucks for the win!
At which point, after that, the standing there, panting triumphantly, this is the bit where we cut to the commercial break.
As we go. Okay, what the fuck was that? And
That was a virus.
cut to it. Okay, bun, you sit. Mommy has to change the thing. Okay, chat, this is where I fight with the OBS again, and then we go on a 10-minute break. Yay! And when we're back, it sounds like we have a lot of meta plot to wrap up in an hour, so we'll see how this goes. So yeah, go 10 minutes. Remember, you can spend channel points to buy us buffs and nerfs, instead of cash, because we decided to do that so people would actually buy them, because no one we know has cash. Well, extra cash. So yeah, a 10-minute break, go get yourself a drink, go get yourself some 3-minute ramen, and we'll see you for more hot-blooded justice in a bit. Bye! Hello, chat. We're back. I hope you can hear us, because this is Magic Fish Radio, and our audio loves fucking with us.
Can you hear us?
So, assuming you can, this is Magic Fish Radio. It's Tuesday nights. This is Campaigns in Disguise, where John runs us through lots of short campaigns that start one way and end up another. We've been playing Anime 5e, but it's sort of like playing out a new version of AFK, which is fun. And apparently now we have to go fight Sauron or something. You can buy nerfs and buffs for the players, with channel points rather than cash, so that we actually get them, because everyone has channel points, no one has cash. So yay, they can hear us. Thank you, chat. Thank you for being here, so we know people can hear us, because that has been a problem in the past. And yeah, next week, we start a 6-episode run of Star Wars, for which we originally had 6 players, but this channel might be cursed, so now we only have 4. So there is room for more in well, we might have a perspective 5th for Star Wars. We'll see. And someone is still dealing with figuring out their schedule. And that is Star Wars: The Forgotten War, set during the Sith Jedi Wars at some point in the past. Yeah. And join our Discord. Join our Discord where all the things I say make actual sense, because I can write them down and edit as I go. And with that, back to you, John, because this is our finale and I want to see what happens. Because I might not be around if we do a second run of this. We can hope, but Chris might have to be stuck on the New York City subway for the rest of her life.
So, with a stab and a slash, the corrupted celestial vanishes in flares of white light, and you are left there panting and aching, and now all of the exhaustion kicks in
Okay.
as you are just trembling at the knee, barely supporting yourself up.
I have vibe hangover or some. What was that? Ow.
I was about to ask you what that was.
I don't know what
And
that was.
what the hell happened there?
My professional opinion, whatever the effect was that was uploaded when we arrived, just corrupted one of your archangels.
Okay. That's deeply unsettling.
I kind of warned you that I thought that was going to happen, but you told me it was going to be okay, so I trusted you, cleric.
You know what? I didn't think that they were going to start corrupting avatars for the goddess. Because this means that literally no one is safe from this.
Well, that's potentially not true.
Okay. Please elaborate.
Hold that thought. I will expand into full beach ball, the full large size gelatinous swarm.
Mega Ball.
Yeah.
At this point, I think Bun Bun comes scooting up out of the ground, going, "Aw, there's no one left."
Don't scream. This is not going to be anywhere near as painful as it looks like it's going to be. I will engulf Gabrielle. I said don't scream. Then I will use my shape-shifting magic to put in an antiviral programming to block her access from, since I have the corrupted code from the Archangel, I will keep her from being affected by that corruption code.
Okay.
What's the name of the anime about the cells in your body?
Cells at Work and Cells at Work Black.
So now it's that anime too. Woohoo!
I just want to play a sports anime, and you all just decided to fuck with me on this. I wanted to play Happy Little Yuri on a beach.
I never led you to believe this was going to be a sports anime, to be fair.
No, but that's what I wanted to do. A happy little sports anime, Yuri on sand, and just having a day, and we were just not have a problem. No, we have to have monsters and shit.
You have to have a medieval world with medieval political and socioeconomic problems. And Ooblixes. Ooblixi? I don't know.
Fine. Next time we revisit Anime 5e, when it comes up in the rotation, we'll play it as a straight sports anime.
No, we won't. You're lying to me. So, I will finish dosing the Gabrielle Devil with the protective coating.
Now, here's my question. Are you protecting Gabrielle, the actual cleric who's possessed, the devil, or both of them?
Both of them separately.
Okay.
Don't want none, don't start none.
Yeah. Then I will retract and spend the next minute or so recovering my energy, because that costs a lot of energy to do.
That was different.
I could have flooded your meat sack with neurotransmitters that made you thought you were tripping balls in space. Just be aware that I didn't.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I mean, I could have taken this into a very NC-17 direction there too, so calm yourself,
Well, there's...
devil.
I mean... There's plenty of fan art to support it. Just saying.
No, you should not be affectable by that particular viral infection.
Appreciated. Well, this complicates things some, though I appreciate the reinforcement.
Yeah.
What?
Hold that thought. Open up my dev tools.
Did you say you're about to Deadpool something?
No, I'm opening up my dev tools.
Dev tools. Okay.
I mean, we all have to generate. We could Deadpool.
I don't have the technical capacity to Deadpool anyone, just so you're aware.
Yet.
I don't think I'll ever have the capacity to Deadpool anyone. So I'm going to open up the dev tools and just pull out the macro level.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I know what the corruptive code looks like, can I see where it is?
Or let's make this a gaming check.
I like gaming checks.
Between this and perception, I don't think you've all had to make any other check.
Well, I just had to make a con save.
Spending one of my advantages, I will score a 23 on that check.
Okay. As you're looking at the macro map there, you can see like little traces of the aberrant code that seem to like infect like individuals here and here, potentially altering them very slightly. But you can see that there has been a massive impact in what is the Dark One's territory.
Huh.
Okay.
What?
It looks like it's spread across it like a plague.
I wonder if the murder that just happened wasn't a murder, but was a human getting hit with whatever that was.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah, I'm 99%
Is confirmed.
99.9% sure that's what happened.
Okay. So someone tried to escape to here.
Well, no. I think that one of their infected minions came across the border into the city and infected someone. That's what I think happened.
Because that was a contagion thing.
Mm-hmm.
When we learned about it.
John, I'm about to burn out my energy for the next month.
Okay.
I'm going to apply my server fix that I just did to Gabrielle to everything that's not currently infected on the server. So that this thing is going to have to fight hand to hand instead of being a corrupted jerk.
No plague for you. Hip whip girl? I don't know enough about anime to follow what's in chat right now. Sword Art Progressive Underworld Arc.
Yeah, Sword Art Online is an anime series, and they're
I know nothing.
Yeah.
I know nothing, Jon Snow. Oh, I think that's this week.
Can you affect everyone on the server at once?
Hey, Devil, can you give me an energy charge? Since I just saved your existence.
Sure. How much do you need?
All of it.
Come with me back upstairs.
Okay.
Bun.
Go back to the office. Close the door behind you. Lock it. Everyone's going to come back in, and they're going to want answers, and they're going to have to wait their turn. Gabrielle snaps their fingers. All the candles go out, and then they are relit with black flame. Sigils have been carved into the ground and are luminescent red. Gabrielle's shadow is no longer the shadow of the pretty humanoid figure before you, but is now the not quite titanic form of the devil controlling the meat sack, but you see the shadow of the entity inside instead. All right, get into the center of the circle. We've work to do.
Excellent. My pseudo will clickety-clack furiously on the developer tool.
I'm about to open up a direct conduit from the sources of energies that I would pull from to grant people's wishes in exchange for their souls. So, try not to burn it all out, but, if it keeps things from getting any worse, it's worth the investment.
You won't have souls to steal if we don't have any souls.
That's my point.
My point, too.
Oh, does the hand wavy and begin speaking in a infernal and almost ear-bleeding language. It sounds like speaking in like the most incoherent death metal imaginable, but it also sounds like someone's playing a harp badly in the background.
We really need to get the developers the audio guys to do another pass on this, because this is just horrible up close.
And as you are sitting there in the middle of the circle, you are suddenly just filled with magical energies. And as you're looking at your own character sheet, you're watching you have your maximum value and then the value you currently have. Your maximum value has not changed, but you're watching as your current energy point value just keeps going up and up and up and up and up until it turns into the infinity symbol.
Excellent. Now I will cast the spell of Ultimate Salvation.
So you wind up casting to prevent any further corruption from spreading, prevent any further data from being altered, and you let it go. You release the spell. This cascade of magic rains down from the sky, almost like a giant slime wrapping its way around the planet.
Did Beach Ball just get upgraded into a Vorlon?
I don't think I'm an energy being yet.
Okay.
I almost bought that power, though.
And you rain the magic down, and unfortunately you can't necessarily prevent any changes that you can't reverse the changes that have already been made, but you can prevent ones from continuing to alter.
Yeah.
And it rains down and it rains down, and as you are dumping in all of this magic, and you can see the devil Gabrielle currently straining underneath the focusing of this conduit so it doesn't destroy the slime that's being used to cast this spell. As you're raining down and you're feeling all this protection, there's a point when the magic hits something, and you feel that thing itself start to change in the presence of your magic. It is no longer amorphous. It becomes solid. And it is now aware. And is it this?
Aware of Beach Ball or aware in general?
Make me a wisdom insight check.
You gave it a brain. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna re-roll that with I'm gonna use my advantage on that.
Sure.
Natural 20 for a total of 20.
This thing is now both aware as a being and is now aware to in at least some extent of you.
And this is is this the bad thing that's in the middle of Darklands, or is it somewhere else?
You get the impression that your antivirus or your protective shielding has had an unforeseen effect on the coding of the virus itself.
So it's aware that it has an enemy now.
And it is aware of itself as an entity, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that means I can have a conversation with it. Cool.
Should you eventually encounter it, yes. But it is at this point that the spell has completed its run, and it ends, and you just sort of melt into the middle of the circle, just having exhausted yourself. And Gabrielle themselves just stumbles backward into the desk, and the candles go out and the sigils stop glowing. And you all sit there in the darkness for a good long moment. Until you hear the snap of fingers, and then the candles are all once again illuminated by normal candlelight. Did it work?
Yes, with a but.
I was afraid you were going to say that. What's
Okay. So the thing that did this was a construct. It was an artificial thing designed to damage and degrade the world around it. When I protected the rest of the world from its effects, it triggered something in that creature that made it intelligent. It thinks now, and it is aware of itself, and it is aware of me.
Which means we will be playing volleyball for the ultimate fate of the universe.
Possibly, yes.
Okay. I'm on board.
But the rest of the world is protected.
Oh,
Cute.
that's good.
It won't be able to corrupt the world around it using the same methods that it has been. However, I will pull up the big map. This is what the corruption looks like now.
Oh, that's still quite a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you couldn't fix what it broke, but now that can't break anything else.
No, I couldn't revert it back to base code without being able to find a server, the actual server commands. I don't have access to those. I just have my dev tools.
Okay.
I would need a super user access, and I don't have one of those.
Okay, well, if it's intelligent, that probably means it's coming for us.
It's not. Well, no. It just gained sentience. It just gained awareness. It's not a fully formed conscious intelligence yet, I don't think.
Alright,
So
you turned it from a plague into a monster.
yeah, I turned it from a biological process into a creature.
Yeah.
Well, that is wholly disturbing and disconcerting.
I'm a slime ball. I'm just pointing out.
Perspective.
Out of curiosity, you say you could fix all of this with access to server codes.
If I had access to a super user account, I could theoretically roll back the server to before this thing happened and reset the world.
Okay. There were a lot of words there I didn't understand, but I think I have the general gist of it.
Basically, if I had the key to the door, I could unmake the world and remake it the way it was before this happened.
And no one would remember or be any the wiser.
So
No, I don't think actually.
we come from a world where science has achieved a lot of the same functions as magic. So those are scientific terms. In translating it, he would need some of the power or the access of a creator deity.
I would need the keys to the door to open to be able to do it. Yeah.
He would need something on the level of the name of God.
But I'm very tired.
Say what? Say it again.
But I'm very, very tired.
Yeah.
That will have to happen after lunch.
Yeah.
I mean, would a relic of a deity do?
Maybe.
We are in a really big church.
Well, the other thing to consider is that this thing activated. Okay. There are things that we planned for your world that we did not actually start. Things that we had intended to have happen that did not.
This is a good point to say. We didn't just read or learn about your world as a fiction. We were, in part, creating it.
We are your creator deities.
Sort of, yes.
I am wholly underwhelmed.
You're not that impressive of a devil. Just saying.
Ooh, shots fired.
I mean,
saucy.
Too surprised.
Well, no. The original version of you.
Slime ball.
The original version of you was much more interesting and much more fascinating, as you were written as a woman. But there was a big hubbub in the writers' room about a woman taking over another woman, They're like, wouldn't it be cool if a guy did that? And I was like, no, it wouldn't. But they said, yes, we're going to do it anyway. And I said, fuck you. And they did it anyway.
Okay, first off, rude of you to assume that I'm male. Number
You already
one.
said you were male.
It's the gender people normally associate to me. We devils don't actually have genders.
Oh.
Most
Oh,
of us
no.
are shape changers. We wear whatever skins we want. You know, assuming we're not possessing something.
We come from a very male chauvinist society.
I would
So-
also remind you that we wrote you. We know what your gender is.
Well, the thing is, okay, since we've been here, there've been a lot of things that are not as we wrote them. And so just to put it in perspective, we are part of a team of creator gods that created this, all fighting with each other about all the minutia the entire way.
Okay, then maybe you can answer a theological question. What was the point of the void crater?
Should I roll gaming?
Isn't that
You
the
have
event?
no idea what they're talking about. There is no section of the map that you know of called the void crater.
See, that's the thing. We didn't write a void crater, so I'm not sure if this is the world we created, or if we created something, like, Gamer's Hands of Fate, which just reflects a real world that existed on some other plane than ours. Like, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot here that we didn't put here.
But there's a lot that we did. And
Yeah.
there's content that we've written that hasn't been activated yet that has started to show up.
Yeah. Stuff like discarded pages of a folio. Like, nah, we don't like that. Tore it out, throw it again. Those folio pages are back in now, and we didn't put them there. But I'm guessing the plague entity put them there or reactivated them as part of all that nonsense.
Void crater, you say?
Void crater?
It's literally this hole in the ground, maybe 25 miles across.
Can you put
And
it map?
it just falls into a void of, I can't think of a better way to put it, but visual noise. It's a thing I can hear with my eyes.
Does it sound like a staticky hiss?
I don't know what staticky hiss is.
I make a staticky hiss.
The white noise on a television set. If you're not on a channel, that sound.
What's a television set?
Yeah.
No,
dude.
I will shape change to produce the sound that I'm attempting to.
I didn't make it good
It-
enough.
So something like that, yes, but more of a headache. And again, I hear it with my eyes when I see it.
I will search the dev tools and look for all references to a void crater.
Could you point it out on a map?
They go pull out a map, unfurl it, and there is a section further south of the city where there is this notification of this, which does not show up on your player maps.
Okay. What is there something supposed to be there on the player maps, or is it just grass?
This was open fields where you could go and
Hmm.
harvest creatures, have random shop encounters, big enough places for like big raid boss battles to occur with like
Okay.
nature bosses rather than ones that you would find in caves or palaces.
Yeah, what we made, this was just like grasslands with animals and random stuff, and sometimes people held battles there.
Can I find a reference to the void crater in the log?
Nope.
We better go take a look at this because this isn't. We didn't put this here.
Where is it in
Okay.
reference to the Dark Lord's territory?
The Dark One's territory is far off to the west, to the northwest,
Okay.
but further west than you guys went originally. And the crater is south of.
Okay.
Is it say along the coast? In
No, the
northwest?
coast is going to be. It's not really along the coast, no, but it wouldn't take long to get to it, from it to the coast, rather.
Actual Dracus says, gender's a want, not a need. We don't collectively need it. Anyway. Good point. So...
We should go and look at this and see what it is.
Yeah. How long has this been here? Like, forever? Or just recently?
That's the thing.
You don't remember?
Kind of.
Okay.
I remember it having been there forever, but I also remember that it's not.
Someone hacked the server.
Yeah.
If you think it can help, by all means go.
Well...
How far away is it?
Could take you about 2 days to get down there if you did a hard ride.
I mean, we have Descartes.
Yeah.
So... We have
Do you happen to know wizards who could just teleport us there?
Things always start reacting weird at the Void Crater.
Okay.
Spells don't do what they're supposed to, and there's a good chance that if you did try getting teleported there, you might wind up without a face. Which is more a problem for your friend than for you, but...
I like my face. It's fluffy.
Okay.
It's soft.
We should go check this out and see what it is.
Alright. I mean, we have the medieval equivalent of an SUV, so
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
Right.
We'll be back in less than a week.
Good luck to you. I'll be here trying to gain whatever information I can.
Okay. Thanks for listening, because, you know, from what we know of this world, someone could see someone from another world, let's destroy them. And, like, yes, some of it is bad, and that we're gonna destroy, probably, maybe, but thank you for, like, being chill with us, relatively, and I'm sorry we kind of broke your angel, or something broke it.
Well, hopefully you can fix it.
I mean, I wonder if the virus has access to unimplemented content. Do we have access to unimplemented content? I will ponder this thought while we're riding down to the.
For 2 days.
Yes.
So the two of you hop into the cart, leaving Els to recover. Maybe send a message with a note.
Yeah.
3 of us.
3 of us.
So, Beach Ball, what are the odds that we're gonna get attacked by corrupted Dark Lord minions on the way to the giant hole in the ground?
Well, I think there's only 27 minutes left in the episode, so I don't think that's going to happen. But it's something to consider on the way back.
Technically, there's 36 minutes left in the episode.
Well, yeah,
But-
commercial breaks.
Oh, true. You did this, John.
I know, it would just make more sense in G.I. Joe or Transformers.
So I wonder if this is like... And all the time, like, Chris is just sort of pontificating, like, so it is looking more like we created this world and not that we created a world similar to a world in another realm, like in Gamer's Hands of Fate.
You know, I've never seen that, right? And I just assume that you know what you're talking about every time you mention this.
It's fun, but it's about a CCG, so I don't know that you'd be into it.
I don't know. I'm still a beach ball. I miss having legs.
Oh, wait, but you have, like, shapeshiftery powers. Can't you just have legs?
Well, okay, so the way this works is that I could theoretically shapeshift myself into having a solid body with legs and body parts and everything.
Okay.
But it requires a constant expenditure of energy to do so. And it's like tensing a muscle. Not that I have those anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's effort intensive and it's
Takes a lot of
very,
spoons.
yeah, it takes a lot of energy to do.
Oh, Clayface.
Yes!
It's
John
like
gets a
a
point.
muscle. I can't do it forever.
John gets a point for knowing that reference.
I mean, first off, Batman the Animated Series, fantastic show. Secondly, was voiced by Ron Perlman. What's not to love?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't
there's a
seen
lot
it
of
in a long time.
just amazing voice actors in that, but that's not the point of today's episode.
Okay, so now we are learning that it's just I can't like so do all these people here just not exist without us?
Well, the metaphysical aspect of that is my inclination. Did we create them? Maybe. If someone were to turn off all of the servers at once and the game just stopped running, would this entire universe just blink out of existence? Also, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so in that case, did we get
pulled into Tron? Maybe.
Yeah, did we get pulled in to stop whatever's causing the plague chaos? Or are we here to make it happen more? Did it pull us in as harbingers of its nonsense?
My gut inclination is there was some sort of a system failure. We happened to be in the system at the same time the virus was uploaded.
Okay.
I
But
also wondered how much time has passed in the real world since
Yeah.
we've been here. Since we've been here for like a week and a half now at this point.
Yeah. So it's like.
And the internal clock for the dev tools is not giving me any useful information.
So we created a self-governing magic world that called us in as heroes when when our world accidentally sent something to destroy it.
I mean, that's a premise.
Uh,
There's also the possibility that we were sucked into this because something else happened in the real world, and this was the only safe place for us. That's
I guess so. The magic.
That's a much darker tone for this particular
Yeah.
series than I think we were going for. But
so the magic of the world we created dragged us in to say thank you. Don't let something bad happen to you in the real world.
Thank you, programmer mommy. Thank you, programmer daddy.
I don't think I want to have that particular title.
We didn't. We weren't even responsible for like the vast majority of what's here.
You weren't.
So why us?
We were there.
Right
were
time,
hooking
right
the system.
place. Yeah.
Or the wrong time, wrong place. Depending on how you want to look at it.
Okay.
So 2 days of existential breakdowns and conversation, and you eventually come to the Void Crater.
Do we
Where
pass
there is
like anything else on the way, or is it all just empty?
You were passing through grasslands along a road that is hardly ever used anymore because the only place it really leads to right now is to the Void Crater. I mean, you saw animals here and there, travelers and merchants and what have you, but there came a point where where things didn't so much stop, but things would like start sounding wrong. Like you would see a wolf lean back its head to howl, and what you would hear is a bird tweeting.
Huh.
Or,
Bun asks, can I kill the freak wolf? No. How about now? No.
There would be, you would see like a raven flying overhead, and when it opens its mouth and you would expect to hear a caw, you hear an elephant's horn blow.
Did we add elephants?
Yeah.
You had to for the wild shaping characters who wanted to turn into battle tanks. Was it Team Elephant or Team Rhino? One had higher pierce damage, but one had reach.
Yup. Both hold grudges.
After a while,
and then we had to shut down the whole Team Hippo. Just it got bad.
You start coming across animals and plants that are the wrong colors, the wrong textures, and eventually you reach this giant dirt hill that just extends as far as you can see in either direction. And when you climb up to the top and you peer over, what you stare down into is this black void that is filled with lines of drifting code.
Oh. Well, at least that's what it looks like to us.
Yes.
It apparently looks like
audio when Bun looks over and looks down, he covers his ears because it hurts him to look in there.
Okay, buddy, no. Well, we found the name of God. You go sit with Descartes and talk about murdering the Dark Lord's minions when they come to get us. Yes, you can kill as many of those as you want once they will come. Okay. Well, we found the name of God. I guess. I mean, I'm also a dev. Can I tell, like, what these code, like, just complete gibberish or familiar
Not
pieces?
complete gibberish, as they're segments of different bits of code for different things, all just sort of drifting by unorganized.
So, what do we do now, George?
I do something very stupid.
Awesome. I don't
John,
say.
I will pseudopod out into the field of lighting code and start looking for bits of code that go together and start reorganizing and attaching them. Put them back together again.
Cute.
As you extend your pseudopods down and reach into the void in which the code dances, and again, this is a 25-mile wide crater.
Yeah.
You feel yourself being drawn into the void of code. Like literally being pulled forward. Do you attempt to resist it, or you just continue inward?
I will leave one pseudopod anchoring me to the dirt mound, but the rest of me is going into the code void.
Okay.
Dude,
Once your conscious component enters into the void itself, you find yourself in a more traditional humanoid form, something more akin to the one you had in the real world, floating naked as all of the code just blitzes by you faster, but you're having even as fast as it's going, you're still able to like process and manipulate the code on a grander scale now with your mind, effectively.
Can I see this, or does he just become code?
Oh shit! I'm at the gate in Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, more or less.
Oh fuck! Okay.
What do I see once his brain meats get in there?
Once the conscious part of him goes in there, the other pseudopod just gives way and just trails inside the void. And it's at this point that you watch as the code speeds up its traveling, and what happens next really depends on what Zardos does.
I'm going to fix it.
All right. Make me. Yeah, this would just be another gaming check. Or programming check, whichever you have.
I really should have taken both of those. And any when I've gotten points. But I'm going to use my third advantage for the session on this.
Mm-hmm.
Third? Okay.
I rolled a 16 and then I rolled a nat 20. First one, 5. Go me. Go
So
me.
with this natural 20, you start grabbing all the loose bits of code, connecting them, fix over here, connect, fix over there. As you're staring down into the void, you're watching as the lines of code sort of spin, snap together, slide over here, slide over there. As they start forming the walls of code you would be more familiar with. And as you're reconstructing everything, you eventually find the code required to reset the server.
Copy paste for later.
Well, there's an interesting moral question. Can I reach out with my consciousness since I rained slime on everything? Can I reach out to the consciousness of the Dark Lord that creature that we created?
Okay, as you're skimming about, you find the bit of alien code, or at least a segment of the alien code that belongs to the viral entity.
I'm going to telepathically make contact with it.
You feel you've made the connection, but
The Zoom screen is blinking in a very
Hello.
ominous way.
Hello.
the one who gave the gift of mind.
Yes.
What do you want?
I am staring at the button that will make you cease to exist.
Certain of this, are you?
No, but I'm willing to gamble. However, you are a newly created sentient life form. You have as much a right to live as everything else in this world does. If you can straighten up and play nice with other creatures.
Play with flesh. Play with bone. Break the code.
You're not helping your case on me letting you continue to exist.
I'll take the gamble.
Okay. Boop.
Please kill me.
Triggering the server reset.
And with that, there is a bright flash of light, and the floor falls out beneath all of you.
Ah!
And then the next thing you all feel is laying out in the dewy grass, the sun shining overhead. Else is laying beside you while going, ow. Why am I here?
Did we just get sent back to the beginning? Where's Beach Ball? Beach Ball? Or...
Here's a question for you, Zardoz.
Oh, I do.
With the
exist.
opportunity to work on the code, would you have fixed the code that caused you to come out as Beach Ball and come in as the character you'd originally built?
Probably not, because I wasn't focused on that.
Okay. Then yeah, Beach Ball is right there, pulling himself together in the dewy grass as well.
So what'd you do, buddy?
I reset the server, I think.
Bun Bun? Bun Bun, what do you remember about the last week and a half?
You're my trainer. We fight shit.
Okay, yep, you reset the server. Can I bring up my character sheet and see where I am XP wise?
You bring up your character sheet, and your character sheets remain unchanged from when you went and reset everything.
Okay.
Does the world still have my protective coating over it?
As far as you can tell, no. But the viral infection is also gone as far as you can tell.
Alright.
Okay. We need to go back to Gabrielle.
Okay. Well, if she doesn't remember us...
She might not, but the devil might.
Okay.
Regardless of which, the detection of the three presences should still have set her off, so she still should be sending nerds to come find us.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you guys went to go speak to Gabrielle, the possessed cleric?
Well, she sent some paladins to come ask us to talk to her, but yeah, we,
And you didn't get me?
Would you check and see if Else is a PC?
Is Else a PC?
Ding.
Yep, Else is still
Okay.
a PC.
From what Gabrielle said, she sent people to come find you?
Yeah, if they did, they didn't get to me before y'all did this.
It took us like 5 days to get there and do this.
2 days.
It took us like 5 days to get there and do this.
I don't know. I laid down. I closed my eyes. I had a throbbing headache. I fell asleep. The next thing I knew, I was out here with you.
Hold that thought. Grab Else by the head with the pseudopod. Start looking for traces of viral contamination.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. So, well, we fixed that problem, or rather, Beach Ball fixed that problem.
No, we fixed it together.
You did all the coding. And jumped in the void.
Yeah.
With the what now?
Yeah, there was, you know that grassy knoll area down in the south, like south of that city? It was full of broken code for like 25-mile crater.
So
And when an NPC looks into it, it's like visual TV static.
So I will pull up my recorded Twitch screen and show it to Dracus.
Too
You have no
meta!
footage.
Huh?
You have no footage of that.
Fuck, that's unhelpful.
Wait, you've been
That's what I
streaming
do.
this whole time?
Why wouldn't I be?
All that data was lost when you reset the server.
Damn it.
Wait, what are they saying in chat?
What are they saying in chat?
Because, like, they've been watching this the whole time. And we've been trapped in a video game dimension?
Oh, you mean his Twitch chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's no record of any data there, and there's no one who's been communicating in the chat log.
We're trapped in IsekaiLand! Send help! Should we call, like, the company? Like, are they okay? And, like, no, we're not! No, fucking Twitch this whole time and no one sent help. Alright.
I don't have a lot of viewers. Leave me alone. I realize I should just go for the hot tub streaming platform, but it doesn't work for me.
Fair. Alright, should we just go back to Gabrielle's?
Yeah, let's go back to town. Where's the cart?
Oh no.
We have to go get the cart again. Son
I
of a
think
bitch.
we reset it. We think we reset it back into a mimic.
No,
Do you
'cause
have
it's-
any idea how much time and effort I put into shattering that thing's mind so it would obey me?
No. Else, think about it, because it's attached to your character sheet, which means, just like the treasure we found, it should be over there.
But, Bun Bun's attached to my sheet and he doesn't remember the last week and a half.
Right, but he exists.
Yeah.
Which
Okay, I
means
see where you're going.
Descartes should also exist. Which is really odd, because that means there are technically two of him. There's the original version of him that's still wandering around. We can make infinite carts.
Yeah. Like I said last episode, we can have a fleet of mimic carts. And we will have the biggest shipping business ever. The biggest shipping business in the land.
Descartes, where are you? Descartes.
To cart.
What about our treasure? Again, things that were on our character sheet.
Yep.
Well, I have my bag of holding still, right?
Yeah.
So I have that stuff on me.
Yep.
Do you have the stuff that was in the bag of holding?
Do I? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you put into the bag of holding is still in the bag of holding. Whatever was left inside Descartes, inside his personal space.
Yeah, so I have my $3,000 or what minus a few bits, but I left the rest of my share on Descartes because I didn't realize we would be resetting the server. But I mean, if you reset the server, we could just go beat up the Oblex again and get it all again and not have to share it with the other two.
The Oblex shouldn't be there, which means we could just go find that spot again and go get that treasure again.
We could do that. But first, let's go see Gabrielle.
Yeah. We can go get those damn apples again, too.
Well, I mean, that's still on my sheet, so I don't know if that's still there.
Well, it's a consumable, so it shouldn't be on your sheet. You ate it to get the points.
Yeah, but the points are still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we're going to break the system, let's break the system. That's what it's there for.
Might as well.
So you all head in, and there's a much more positive sense to the place as you walk in. People seem a bit happier. The place seems a bit livelier. People look a little less dirty and unwashed.
Oh. And scared of being eaten in the night?
Yeah. Actually, you recall that there were very few guards out when you came in the day, like abnormally low for what would be expected because more of them were out patrolling at night.
Mm.
So there are more guards out now during the day, but they're relaxed, casual, well, as relaxed as guards should be or can get away with so long as the supervisor's not watching. It feels more like what it should have looked like when you'd originally programmed it for players to wander in.
Okay. So that void crater was a drag on the whole system.
Partially that, but I think it was my nonsense sense.
Mm-hmm.
The void crater was the reaction to wherever the virus that hit the Dark Lord place had two effects. It shattered everything, the code for the game itself. That's what was in the void crater, and then it was corrupting everything else, and that's what caused the world to look ugly.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Do we see an unused cart with a mouth?
No, you do not see.
I don't have telepathy.
Cart with a mouth.
We might have uncreated Descartes. We'll see. The quest for Descartes.
That's what the sequel game is. You need to find another spitting mimic to turn into Descartes.
On the plus side, I guess you get those 25 points back.
Alright.
You invested points in something that's not there anymore.
You head to the temple, and you step inside, and there are priests tending to things, clerics passing blessings, and creating holy water, and basically the things you would expect in a D&D or video game, role-playing game style temple.
Mm-hmm. Do we just could we just walk into Gabrielle's office?
Not into the office, but she does happen to be there. And when you make eye contact with her, she turns and walks towards you all. Goes, "Yes, I'm sorry. Is there something I can help you with?" And there's a softness to her voice that was not there before.
Oh no.
Telepathy says what?
These poor travelers, it looked like they had something to say to me.
Poking for the devil.
Just a single consciousness present.
Ha! Oops.
Sorry, you just look like someone we know. Yeah.
No, terribly sorry. Is there anything I can do to help you otherwise?
No.
I'll cover the two of them. Damn it, we have to go kill manticores now to get into the Adventurers Guild.
Do I still have my tag?
Yes.
Oh. No.
There might not be a record of you at the Adventurers Guild, but you have your tag.
We'll just say we're from another guild. Forever. So.
We're just registering at this guild.
I'm just sort of rolling around as a slime ball, and
Oh, actually, I did want to ask, we've heard that at some point in this temple district there was this game that was played called volleyball?
Oh, I mean, yes, it's a game that tends to be played a little bit closer to the coastline, but we've played similar versions of it here.
Oh, okay. When is the next tournament?
Oh,
Right now. Whoosh.
And so the credits roll as a forceful game of volleyball is generated on the temple floor.
I have not decided to do so.
Oh no, I was joking. Beach Ball can speak for himself, but I just asked it. When's the next tournament?
I'm afraid I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's someone who'd be able to provide that information for you.
Okay.
I will telepath the other two. We deleted the devil.
Wait, not possessed anymore?
No.
Oh wait, I can read minds too.
Yeah.
Wait, did we delete him or did he respawn somewhere else?
Dev tools.
Demon downloading.
Where is the devil?
Do the dev tools still work?
The dev tools still work.
Okay.
You are able to access their ID code. They're now on your friends list.
That's not encouraging.
So when you pull that up, do you want to send them a friend message?
I am. Hey, where you at? You up?
You're not in Gabrielle. What did you do?
Who is this?
Oh no. The devil that doesn't know
How
us.
did you get this telepathic frequency?
Are you sensitive to incursions to your world? Reply.
Yes. What does that have to do with anything?
Did you sense 3 of those within the past
Couple days.
2 days?
No.
Cool.
Okay, bye. Okay, thanks, bye.
So, what you doing?
I'm going to start by keeping an eye on you now.
I can't be sensed with mental powers. I'm undetectable.
But you're on his friends list.
That's what makes it even funnier.
After sending that message, he goes, "Wait, why can't I see you?"
I'm a figment of your imagination.
Okay.
My imagination's not this boring.
Ooh, that's a spicy demon.
Devil.
Devil.
How is your shape-shifting working? Not as well as mine.
But what was that?
How's your shape-shifting working? Not as well as mine.
There's a pause as you can feel it confused by that statement going,
Dot.
I don't know what your level of shape-shifting capacity is.
Beach Ball's gonna get a level of Warlock. It's gonna be hilarious.
What is his current location listed as?
He is currently listed as being on the one of the 9 hell levels.
Reaching back into his bio, how did he get to here? How did he get implanted in Gabrielle?
That is something that technically takes place before the story of the game.
We're in box text.
So basically, anytime a character has met Gabrielle, she's already been possessed for over a year.
I'm going to check the game date and see what date we are in game.
Based on the in-game date, it's when you showed up when you originally ported in.
But we did a full... But all the game events have reset to basically
They should have reset to where they would have been.
But Gabrielle did not.
Gabrielle, at the very least, and the devil that possessed her did not.
Excellent. I will check other important in-game events that happened and see if they have actually happened.
As you scroll through, you notice I assume you're pulling up the file section that comes up as you unlock different bits of data as you play through the game. As you're reading through, it looks like all the big events have occurred as far as you can tell.
Interesting. Huh. That's weird. Oh.
Just
I will. So this is the only major plot point so far that I've been able to find that's different, and then I will send it. We'll have to talk when you get better at shapeshifting. Back to the devil, and then be seeing ya. Click, click, bye.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay, thanks, bye.
And so the three of you exit the temple into a brave new world where who knows what else has changed on small and personal levels. But you have a whole new life of fun and adventure ahead of you.
And we never find out, like, not through oracles, not through doing favors for clerics, what happened to us, or how we got here, and what's back in our world.
You don't, but the viewers are about to.
Well, you spoiled in the first episode, but yeah.
Yeah, but everything else now. So as you all go off to begin your new life of adventure, we cut back away to your unfortunate bodies having been found still hooked up to the VR headsets by a coworker who had come in on Monday. News clippings and flashes appear of one of your coworkers being arrested, having been paid by a rival developer to upload a virus into the system to crash the game. It had an unforeseen side effect of overloading the VR headsets you were wearing, frying the three of you in the course of playtesting.
He murdered
Lawsuit
us.
by accident, which is why he confessed to everything when confronted by it. And the rival dev company is now facing charges, and the executive that had paid him to sabotage it is now being brought up on murder charges.
We got manslaughtered. Oh no, it is murder. Okay. We got manslaughtered. Jeez. With a video game.
But the villains responsible are being published, and the rival dev company basically collapses underneath all of the negative press and lawsuits. And that is closure to the real world story. Your own story before you open, but there is one last post-credit scene where the camera pans along the staircase leading to the throne of the Dark One as their helmet clangs down the steps of the throne, followed by the severed head. The body now slumped before the throne as this malformed, vaguely humanoid figure who is just rows of teeth for the lower portion of the face, overlapping and interlinking with one another. A top head that is just full of nothing but unblinking, lidless eyes takes its seat on the Dark One's throne, raises one of its long taloned hands and goes, "I won the gamble." As the OVA ends.
Let's play.
Did you though?
He survived.
But he's sort of boned.
You don't know what his level is or how many discretionary points he has to spend.
Well, yeah. Oh, I really hope that once the game gets back into cycle, that people run into the 3 new NPCs, not realizing that they're not NPCs, that they're actual players who are trapped in the game. I think that would be amazing.
Well, if
the thing is, there were players in the game when we were playtesting, and we didn't find any other PCs.
Well, right, but
playtesting new content on a closed server.
Oh, okay.
But when that server goes live, if other new players, real people in the real world actually run into the digital versions of us, which I think would be a great time.
Yeah, which is the reason you didn't run into any other player characters. You're on a closed server.
Oh, right. Okay. So basically we were murdered by the video game, and because anime magic, it transported our souls to here.
You're welcome.
Okay. But we will never find out what happened.
Not unless you wind up interacting with players when the server goes live.
Okay. Huh.
Which could be explored in a future Anime 5e game if anyone ever gave a shit to return to this fucked up timeline.
Actually,
I kind of like this game.
Yeah.
This game is a lot of fun.
Actual Dracus, you think I wouldn't pretend to be an NPC even as a trapped PC?
and fuck around with one person as I slowly realize it and start the wild conspiracy theories.
I did that in Neverwinter Nights one time, playing on a persistent world server with some friends. I ran into a group of I changed my name culture so that I looked like an NPC, and a group of low-level player characters ran into my level 15 cleric and started shit, and then they got flame striked into the ground, and they were like, "Oh my god, this NPC is so mean." And then I started talking to them in chat. They were like, "Oh my god, no! What is this? What did we do?" And then I finally, after I'd killed them, all of them twice, raised deaded them, killed them again. I explained to them that they had run into a player character and they should be more careful in drought areas.
Well, on that fantastic anecdote, thank you, chat. I hope you all enjoyed this little random nonsense that I came up with as an excuse for playing a 5th edition mod that I had backed on Kickstarter to touch back on fond memories of Bessem D20.
And that is one of the things that Tuesday Nights are for, is working through John's bookshelf.
I really enjoy this game system.
This is fun. Yeah.
I would play this again. I like this game. I like these characters. I would enjoy playing this another time on the Tuesday night streams.
Yep. So let's hope I can make it.
I will put it into the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next time we'll do the sports. Maybe next time we'll actually do a sports anime.
We won't. I know how this works, John.
If you want. Huh?
You're going to tell me it's going to be a sports anime. And for the first 30 minutes of the first session, it's going to be a sports anime.
And then the Decepticons
right turn into something completely unexpected that is not a sports anime.
That's why this is campaigns in disguise.
Did I do that at all to this campaign, or was it exactly what I said it was going to be?
You didn't mention anything about a computer virus trying to destroy the world.
I mean, that's still within... It's called Devs in IsekaiLand. I said it right! The first, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it was gonna get pretty meta.
Yeah.
The magic of video games.
Like, it's not like I said, okay, we're all going to start off with you at Hogwarts, and then the next thing you know is you're suddenly being attacked by tentacle monsters to go, surprise, it's Angel of Darkness 7, baby, here comes the plant tentacle monster.
Also, we don't run Harry Potter on this channel.
You know what I mean.
I do enjoy the system. This game is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Beach Ball is one of my favorite characters that I built for this.
So we will put Anime 5e into the rotation further down the line, but there are other things that I A, have to play, B, would like to play, and C, probably should put in first before we revisit Anime 5e.
That's fair.
Alright, so, I mean, chat, just to give you... Well, I did put it on, the schedule. Stream scheduling. So, we've got 6 weeks of Star Wars, after which we are, they, depending on, maybe me, but maybe not me, after 6 weeks of Star Wars is 4 weeks of Transformers?
Yeah, 4 weeks, 4 sessions sounds about right for what I have planned for Transformers. I can easily make that longer if you wanted.
I mean, it depends on how many people are playing, and if I'm playing, I don't know.
Nope.
Again, chat, if I can't find a proper remote job by October 1st, I might not be here on Tuesdays anymore, because I'll be trapped on a New York City subway forever. So if you want to help me with my job search, join our Discord and chat with me about it. But yeah, so 6 weeks of Star Wars, 4 weeks of Transformers, and then we revisit Alien the RPG with the module Destroyer of Worlds.
Yes.
Oh, the cocaine.
And, you know, maybe a one-shot if we blow up the planet faster than expected. And then, tentatively Hunter the Reckoning. H5. Or whatever they're calling it. So, tentative. Again, I don't know what's going to happen to this channel over the next 6 to 8 weeks. So, yeah. And I didn't want to promise things and then pull the rug out from both viewers and players. So, again, if you want to keep up with what the fuck's going on with the channel, and or if I find a backup angry Kermit to help me with some of this stuff so things can keep going, join our Discord. If you yourself are an angry Kermit who wants to be my assistant Angry Robin, you know, let me know. John is going to try running we're gonna see how John does running the OBS and Star Wars at the same time at some point and see how that goes.
I will say this, Typhonius, in the chat here, it's not so much that Power Rangers is a no-go. It's the fact that we will not be using the pre-generated characters, and because I have better written Essence 20 books now, we can make it playable. So don't say Power Rangers won't show up. It's just not as high on my list of priorities.
Also, the fate of the channel is in flux, so also for you, I don't want to promise you a one-shot and then not give it to you. But, you know,
We
see.
may end up doing a one-shot of that on
Saturday
night.
Yeah, Saturday
Instead
night,
of-
then I could probably do. So,
Yeah. Instead of a 4-week campaign, it would be a one-shot, though.
Yeah.
So it would be a
but
3.5
you know,
hour session.
we've found ways to tolerate Essence 20, so, and John would like to do a crossover game of some kind, so maybe?
I want to get more Essence 20 play under my belt before I have to do the necessary homebrewing to make all of that shit compatible.
Yeah, because they didn't scale the Transformers like you'd hoped.
They did not assume that you would want to play the Transformers alongside G.I. Joe and PCs. They assumed that all of your humans would be NPCs. So all they were so much like the Mechamorphosis book, which was released for D20 Modern, they went, here are the statistics, but now assume that a typical human will have a strength rating of like 4 by comparison to your 12 or 15. They did not assume that your transforming robots would go on an adventure with a orcish barbarian. They just assumed you would all be playing transforming robots of various sizes.
Grimlock smash.
Yeah. And unfortunately, while Grimlock is available as a bit of information in that book, there's only vague rules for adapting vehicle forms to beast modes, because the beast modes are supposed to be in a future supplement.
Yeah.
We have a whole Discord channel about this.
We do.
Yeah, we have a whole... there's
I made
there's
sure.
a lot. There's a whole lot of great...
There were going to be a lot of feelings about this, so I planned accordingly. Yeah. So, chat, with that, I guess we'll start doing outros. I'm at Ms. Oh, I forgot to... I'm at Ms. Chrysula on various social media platforms, including Twitter and Instagram, and usually Twitch is my Civi account. I was going to be in a Mage LARP this week, but I'm not sure what's going on about that. It's still happening, but I don't have any info, and I'm not sure if I still have time to make a character, but we'll see. And if I am, then that will be on my main Twitch. I watched their regular Mage game last Friday, and it was very fun. Very fun, future, cyberpunk-y. Very fun. But I forget all the details. So, yeah. Yeah, and we'll see how my life shapes up in the next 8 weeks. Yeah, join our Discord. Watch me whine about job hunting, because it always sucks, even before the pandemic started. Ain't that a mood, Chris? Yeah. Alright, with that, I'm gonna go look for someone to raid. Next, Zardoz, outro.
I am Zardoz, at Once and Future Doctor on Twitter. I run Duffelbag Full of Zombies Press. I write role-playing games. I write supplements role-playing games. I occasionally write an adventure. If you would like to actually see one of my games, We Are All Children. There, you can find it in the VODs on this channel. and it was a lot of fun.
Yep.
We may revisit that at some point in the not too distant future.
Yeah, I'd be up for
I have
that.
some ideas for a couple more adventures.
Yay.
That might be a Tuesday where you see me be a player.
We might do that on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because it's nice to not, it's nice to play some of these systems I don't normally get to play, but I also kind of want to play the systems I don't normally get to play. But I know the only way I get to be in them is if I actually run them, because no one else will run them.
Yeah, that's a mood. I know it well. Okay.
And yes, this brings us to moi. I am your Tuesday potentially only mostly Tuesday evening game master / dungeon master / game mother / whatever other title the system is going to give me. I exist here for the purposes of entertaining players, entertaining viewers, getting to play systems I wouldn't normally get to play otherwise, and occasionally spicing this thing up by trying to slam together a system and then something from another system that I really want to do, but I'm not convinced I can get people to play both systems. I'm trying to rein that in because some people have not been happy about those when they happen, so
Well,
I'm trying to divert.
What I will try to remember to do once we know the fate of the channel is add so chat, if you'd like to stream with us, we have an application form for Tuesday and Saturday night players and Saturday one-shot guest GMs on our Discord. So go to the Discord again. I should really just add a question like, so this is why it's campaigns in disguise. What game systems will you refuse to play and we won't force you, and what are your game-related triggers?
Yeah.
Because at one point it was a trigger issue, and people don't think to put IPs on the Lines and Veils list.
It never even occurred to me that the IP was going to be an issue. I would have never combined the two if I realized it was going to be an issue, but it never even occurred to me that it would be everything generated by this author or that this author's writing has inspired would be an issue.
Or we just and then, that'll make it helpful for us to figure out, okay, which players will be up for such and such, but not such and such. And, not everyone who plays with us in one game has to play with us for all the games. That's why this is a nice kind of short campaign series. So we're gonna go, John, did you do an outro?
Yes, I did, basically.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we are going to raid the Dice Cult, because there's still only 2 channels streaming RPGs right now. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Legends of Theia, it's Dungeons and Dragons, so let's go raid the Dice Cult. So chat, get ready to raid! So, until we see you next time, in space, one way or another. Oh, it's Exit to Eden this weekend, I forgot to say that. Hopefully I'm running them against a wound in the basement of a cyberpunk city, and it's battle rounds, and WAD wasn't...
Really want to kill that damn monster.
Yep, we'll get there, hopefully this Saturday, if I don't explode from job stress. So chat, either way, we'll next see you in space. Until then, please take care of yourselves, please take care of each other, and please Diablerize responsibly. Bye!